Up top at the neck. From the very top, let's see. Now, you know what, we didn't do this part of the neck, but that's all right. To get to sternohyoid, sternothyroid, which is deep to sternohyoid here, we usually get through the superficial sternomastoid. Up top by the jaw, you've got mylohyoid in the middle, digastrics are the diagonals, and then way up on the jawline will be the masseter, is on the mandible. Okay? Coming down into the chest group. Up top, clavodeltoid, making the shoulder. Right here, the nice straight muscle going all the way to the forearm, pecto-antebrachialis. Then pec major, this triangular shape, pec minor, and xiphi-humerales is down here going to the xiphoid process. And you can just run your finger up. The xiphoid process is here, so it'll extend just below. As far as the abdominals, rectus abdominis comes down the middle line like the six-pack. Linea alba is the tendon of that muscle, and that's one of your connective tissues. Then you have your obliques. External oblique is obviously external. It comes in a 45-degree down angle, fibers-wise. So if you can see the fibers, you can notice that's 45 degrees. When you get to the internal obliques, they're going exactly the opposite, 45 degrees upward. That's how you can tell the difference as they're separated. If you get way down here and they're coming across, straight across, transversus abdominis, really hard to get that intact on a cat, so it tends not to happen. Okay. Let's see. Let's continue with the arm, and then I'll work down to the back. So front of the arm here, what we did first was we trapdoored the epitrochleus, which is the superficial muscle, so that we could see the long head of the triceps. If I lift up pecto-antebrachialis, you can see biceps brachii on the front of the humerus. Well, let's turn it over to the back of the arm, and if you move this on the humerus is brachialis. Okay, so this is the brachialis. The only forearm muscle on the cat is the brachioradialis. Radius is thumb sine. Okay, then the only two left are the triceps. This is still long head. This is lateral head of the triceps, and the favorite trick here is, I don't know if you can see that, if you separate lateral and long head and pin in here, you're actually pointing at the medial head of the triceps. It always seems to be pinned that way. Fair warning. Okay? Superficial and back muscles next. Let's go superficial. I like to find the shoulder muscles first, and you have 1, 2, 3. Clavodeltoid again. Acromiodeltoid is the triangle in the middle, and then spinodeltoid here. Coming out of spinodeltoid forming a T is levator scapulae right here, and it will elevate the shoulder blade. Okay? And then superficially trapezius will be clavotrapezius, acromiotrapezius, spinotrapezius going to the actual spine here. Here's the line. Okay? And then on the deep side, we've removed all of our trapezius for the most part so we could get in there. So when we go deep and spread the scapula out, you've got your rhomboideus capitis, which is the ribbon going to the head. That's why it's called capitis. Deep to that will be splenius. Don't forget splenius, deep to rhomboid cap. The other rhomboid muscles coming around to form an L with teres major. Teres major's down here, way down. Then this being the scapular spine, this will be infraspinatus. I'd pin right here. Supraspinatus I would pin here. Subscapularis, occasionally, because it extends all the way up to about here, they'll pin it way up top. I always move that pin here because I think that's more fair. Subscapularis, let's put it underneath the scapula where it belongs. This is subscapularis. Okay? Latissimus dorsi we've come through. That's the big thick side muscle there so that we could see, and this is really important, the horizontal fan-like muscles, serratus ventralis or serratus anterior. Anterior is human, ventralis cat. I'll take either one of them. We need serratus, ventralis, or anterior. But right in front of that, moving up and down vertically, is going to be scalenes. Now it's the only muscle that you can see from the front or the back, because this is one of the scalenes as well. It's never pinned there. It's always pinned here by the serratus ventralis. Okay, serratus anterior. So it's going up and down, and the others are horizontal. Okay, so that tends to show up down here. Lumbodorsal fascia, another one of your connective tissues. Let's see, that brings us to leg. Which side did you guys do? This? All right. Okay. First thing you're going to get to, biceps femoris, the big butt muscle. It's usually how I put it. Okay. Going forward, going in superior. Caudofemoralis. Remember caudad means footward? Goes towards the foot. Caudofemoralis. Then gluteus maximus and gluteus medius. Notice on the cat, pec major is smaller than pec minor, and glute maximus is smaller than glute medius. It's just the way it is. Okay? So here we are, gluteus medius. Coming down from that, almost appears attached to gluteus medius. If I pin down here, give you a better look, this is muscle, this is connective tissue, because this is shiny. Okay, gluteus medius, tensor fascia lata. This is the fascia lata, another one of your connective tissues. Okay? Then sartorius, I've seen sartorius pinned right here, which makes it more difficult. Longest muscle, same there. Or superficially here, which is why I trapdoored it to make it obvious that this is superficial and it's the sartorius. Okay, so here we go, boom. Got through sartorius. Fascia lata is intact, but we can still see the quadriceps group. And again, I say this every time, looks like a hot dog in a bun to me. Okay, vastus medialis medial, vastus lateralis lateral. Is it rectus femoris? Yeah, rectus femoris in the middle. I should know this.
So that's the hot dog.
That's a hot dog.
Okay.
Rectus femoris is the hot dog. Okay, the other superficial muscle that I like to trapdoor here is gracilis. Just like we trapdoored epitrocleris up in the arm, gracilis down here, okay, showing us the adductor group that closes the legs. Starts off semimembranosus. You can see a little piece of semitendinosus, but I would never pin it there. Semimembranosus, then adductor femoris, the next one adductor longus, and then right up by the vascular bundle here, small muscle pectineus. But we're not done there. We go to the other side of the vascular bundle, and running up and down, way up and in, and then it's just not very visible. There it is. Iliopsoas. Iliopsoas. Primary hip flexor of, it moves the leg up and down.
Is that the only one that goes up and down?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, straight up and down. It goes from your leg to the spine, and when it contracts, your leg comes straight up. Okay?
Will you show the adductor longus again?
Yeah. Well, I always start
All right.
at the bottom, count my web. Semimembranosus. Adductor femoris has two heads.
That's what was missing me. Okay.
Okay, so now I've separated semimembranosus, adductor femoris, adductor longus, pectineus, iliopsoas.
Okay.
Okay, we good?
Uh-huh.
All right. That should leave lower leg only, correct? Okay. And we're through all of our connective tissues except for one, tendocalcaneus or gastrocnemius tendon. Okay. We can't accept Achilles tendon, so don't do that. Okay. All right. Starting from the back to front. Gastrocnemius and soleus go to gastroc tendon, going towards the back. Fibularis is on the fibula going to the lateral malleolus here. The front two muscles go to the front tendons, going to the front of the foot, extensor digitorum, tibialis anterior. That's
Now,
it.
what are the front tendons called?
They'll be the tibialis anterior tendon,
Oh, okay.
extensor digitorum tendon.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, that's it.
All right.